welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm going to talk about a topic that I know all too well, and that is ways that we block our blessings. Now, I do have my tablet with me, so if I look down, that's what I'm looking at, because you all know that I am forgetful at times. But I really am speaking from a place of experience when I talk about ways that we block our blessings, because I've done it before, and I know that I've missed out on opportunities because of my own reasons, because of flesh, not because of what God has, So I just feel like I'll pass this on, and hopefully this inspires someone, or someone knows what to look for. So not gonna be super long, I'm just gonna get straight to the point and go on about my day. So the first way that we block our blessings is being petty. Now, you know me, I like to be petty just a little bit. But sometimes it's not needed. Now, there's a time and a place for everything, just like we've always been told. So sometimes it's just best to shut up. Simple as that. Stop being petty, because when you have that mindset, it also turns into the negative mindset that I'm going to talk about shortly. But you're at this place of like, I don't know how to describe it, because I don't want to say arrogance, but sort of arrogance, because arrogance also blocks your blessings. When you think that you're too good for stuff, you think that you're too good to take a certain job, or you think you're too good to be around certain people, and who knows what God has put into that job for you. Who knows what God has put into those people for you to get out of them. So by that arrogance and that pettiness, I guess those two can go hand in hand. By that arrogance and that pettiness, you're kind of pushing stuff away because you think that you're too good. When in all reality, at the end of the day, when we all die, we all gonna be 6 feet under. Nobody's getting dug a little deeper, and no one's getting dug a little bit higher. So, humbleness. Humble yourself. And I'm going to put the link to my Humble Yourself video in the description box below, because I feel like that can really go hand in hand with this message. So then, like I just said, the negative mindset. I'm starting to come out of it. At one point in my life, there was a time when I was always negative. Now, I do have negative moments. I'll say that. I'll admit that. I still have negative moments, but I'm getting out of it. Because by being negative all the time, what are you getting out of it? When you're positive, you feel so much better. Like, I can't explain how much better I feel by being positive all the time. Well, most of the time, it's that optimistic versus pessimistic, glass half full versus glass half empty, the stuff that they teach us in school. And it makes sense, you guys. It makes sense, because when you're negative, you're always angry, you're always upset. Like I've told people, I'm tired of being mad. I'm tired of living a life where I'm angry all the time, because you seem so unappreciative. So by being positive, by being thankful for everything, you're opening up that window for that blessing. You're closing it if you're negative all the time, if you're always complaining. Now, do I sometimes complain? Yes. Yes, I do. And whoever sung that song, I Won't Complain, I know that sometimes they still complain as well. Because we're human, and that's what we do. But you have to ask for forgiveness for that, and you have to put more effort into being positive. It's simple as that. Like, I don't know how to break it down to you even more. It's going to happen. You're going to be negative, but get over it. Everything's not always going to go your way. And I've had to realize that. And it bothered me for so long, because I thought that everything had to be Lachelle's way. And growing up now and maturing, I'm realizing that everything cannot be Lachelle's way. Sometimes I just have to go with the flow. And something greater comes from that. So, positivity. Positivity, positivity, positivity. Now, these last three that I'm going to get into are three of the reasons I feel are the top reasons, or the top 3 ways that we block our blessings. So, the first one I want to say is listening to other people. Boy, stop listening to other people, especially people who are miserable. Why do we always do that? Why is it that whenever we go through, we call our miserable friend and let them give us advice? Why do we do that? Because, of course, if you say, well, girl, I don't know, he's acting kind of funny. Now, whereas somebody else will say, well, talk to him, get to the bottom of it. Of course, your bitter friend is going to be like, girl, just leave him alone. We can be single together. Like, stop doing it. Stop listening to other people. Or if somebody says that, like, oh, he's ugly. He's not your type. He's not good for you. But you like him. Why are you listening to other people? You could be blocking your blessing. That could be your husband right there. And because you so focused on what other people have to say about you and his relationship, you're going to mess it all up and throw it out the window. Like, I don't understand. Stop listening to other people. You can only live for yourself. You can only live for yourself. And next, stop being so picky. Now, pickiness is good, yes, because you have to be specific about who you want to let into your life. I'm not saying just let any and everybody come in and do whatever, have whatever. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is stop being so specific. You praying to God for a husband, and you like, well, Lord, let him have a new 2016 paid in full. Let him take me to Paris. Like, why are you so picky? And you picky about the wrong stuff. Instead of saying, God, give me someone that's in church and someone that'll run to you when we have issues and not run to his friends. You worried about what kind of car they drive. Or you worried about how they look. Like, stop. You don't realize what you're doing. Especially, and this is what I've done in finding a job. And now I've gotten past that. But at first, finding a job, I'm picky. Like, I'm like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. Thinking I'm too good to do stuff. Or not even too good sometimes. Just I don't want to do certain things. But I have to realize, I have to think about, well, maybe God is putting me here for this. Maybe he's putting me here to set this up for me in my future. So you have to, just trust in God. That's all that it really comes down to, is trusting in him and knowing that he's not going to steer you in the wrong direction. Stop being so picky and picky about the wrong stuff. Now, the last reason that I'm going to give you of how we block our blessings is an obvious one. Because we don't listen to God. And I don't even have to elaborate on that. We don't listen to God sometimes. And even the holiest of holy, sometimes they do what they want to do because that's the flesh getting in the way. But if you're a person who's constantly, God says go left and you constantly going right, you are really blocking your blessings because he's leading you to something. Just like I was saying a few videos back when I was saying that God is the GPS, and sometimes he leads you in different directions for different reasons. Maybe you go off route because there's traffic up ahead, So learn to trust in him. Learn to follow him. Just know that he wants what's best for you. And I know that it's easier said than done. And I definitely didn't change overnight. So I know that you're not going to change overnight. But at least I'm encouraging you. At least I'm giving you the tools to know what to do. And for anyone who's already been there, you know that I'm telling the truth. So go ahead and drop some comments below and let me know other ways that you think we block our blessings. And also send me video suggestions. I love video suggestions. Let me know what you want to hear me talk about. So until next time, loves, I'm out.